Right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and I am really looking forward to my trip to South Africa aboard the Silver Seas in February of 2017. We're going to do a big South African tasting coming up here at the store in a few weeks. I will have that on the calendar, and we'll be tasting some of the top wines from South Africa that are available here in Florida, and this new company that's just been coming by to see us here with some pretty good South African stuff. I've been impressed. I've been a little excited, but I can tell you, I hope, and I know there's much better wines than what these guys have brought by. And the price point is not very high in this stuff. This is all entry-level stuff. And for the money, I've been pretty impressed overall with all of these wines. And the Kanu Viognier from Stellenbosch, $20, and this one had that typical nose of white peaches, honeysuckle, floral notes, apricot, really nice texture on the tongue, not overly heavy. Viognier can be a little bit alcoholic and almost like oily on the texture, but this one had a nice light texture, some apricot, peaches, pretty floral notes on the finish, nicely balanced at 14% alcohol, and like I said, a very good example of Viognier. Chenin Blanc, one of the things they're known for in South Africa, this Longridge from Stellenbosch, 2014, a nice amount of that ripe tree fruit, apple, blossom, really light aromas, though, coming out of this one. Very balanced, though, on the palate. A good amount of acidity here, giving you a nice impression of freshness, a little tongue-tingly quality to the finish. A very good little entry-level Chenin Blanc at $18.75. The Boschkloof Chardonnay from the Western Cape here. This wine got better on the second day as it opened. It got a little bit more fruit to it. Lemon drop candy, some nice hint of toasty oak spice. Really light, though, this Chardonnay. Bright and refreshing on the tongue. Just a touch of spice at the end. $15. Light and refreshing on the palate as well. The Sauvignon Blanc from Bot River from Gabrielshloof. Some of the wine's a little bit hard to pronounce here, but anyways, white grapefruit citrus, some grassy notes, like almost like fresh baled hay, a little onion skin kind of note, a peppery spice coming out on the second day. This wine, nice intensity on the tongue, nice crispness, a nice savory, briny character on the finish, very good juice. Again, $15. The Longridge Rouge from South Africa, using the old Dutch spelling, I think that is. I don't know. Anyways, this blend of Shiraz, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Pinotage, you had to sneak that in there. Just 1%? Really? This wine's got a good amount of dark plum and cherry fruit, some fine herbs, a little cigar wrapper note. You barely notice the Pinotage in this wine at all. Really forward and seductive wine, smooth balance, a short and pleasant finish. Hey, for $12, that's a very good little wine. Only 1% Pinotage. All right, the Boschkloof Cabernet. It's maybe my favorite wine in the tasting. The most expensive wine at $24. Still a relative value. It's got a good amount of earth here. These South African cabs, really old world, dry tobacco. You get some dark currant, blackberry fruit here also. Some bark wood-like notes. Really lean and tangy style of Cabernet. Even at 14.5% alcohol, this wine's still more Bordeaux-like to me. That cedar and that peppery note on the finish. Again, very good little wine. For $24. And then the Rosebud from Bot River. And this is a dry rosé, which is made with Cabernet. Syrah and Viognier. We finished the tasting with 2 rosés. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. But they weren't very memorable. The first one was good. It had light red berry fruit, strawberries, raspberries, floral aromas, a bone-dry finish. Just not very memorable to me. The Cabernet rosé had this really unique peppery kind of spice to it. Red berry and plum fruit, and like I said, they were okay, but kind of a letdown at the end of the tasting. I would have liked to finish with that Cabernet Sauvignon, which was a little bit more memorable than either of the rosés. But like I said, keep an eye out for that South African tasting coming up. We're gonna have some great stuff. And hey, if you want to come out and drink with me in South Africa, we got a cruise coming up on the Silver Seas in February 2017. Check it out. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.